If you're like me, you don't wake up in the morning. You get summoned. The alarm goes off, and before your eyes are even open, your hand already knows where the phone is. And in that first reach, before coffee, before a single thought that's actually yours, the world walks in and starts talking. So here's what I want to look at today. Not your morning routine, the hour before you have one. Because I've come to think the first hour of your day is never really yours. You hand it away before you're even awake enough to notice. And I want to show you how to take it back. Last video, I said one thing that stuck with a lot of you. Give yourself one quiet hour before the crowd gets to talk. Go first. And the most common reply I got was basically, okay, but do what? I wake up, I've got my hour, I'm sitting there. Now what? Fair. Go first is easy to say and useless without an answer. So this is the answer. And I'll warn you now, it's probably the opposite of what you're expecting. Because the thing most people do with their quiet hour is just let the noise back in wearing better clothes. Here's what I mean. You decide to protect your morning. Good. So you build a routine. Cold shower, journaling, a green drink, 20 minutes of a podcast where a man with a microphone tells you how to win the day. You stack it all up, you feel productive, and you've missed the entire point. Because where did that routine come from? You didn't invent it sitting alone in the dark. You absorbed it. From the same feed, the same strangers, the same optimized morning you saw 1,000 people perform. Your quiet hour is just their voice again. Only now it's wearing a tracksuit and calling itself discipline. I did this for months. I had a morning routine so optimized it felt like a second job I clocked into before the first one. And I was more anxious, not less. Because I'd turned the one quiet part of my day into another arena where I could fall behind. I even had a streak to break. That's the trap. The world doesn't only get in through bad habits, it gets in through your self-improvement too. The noise doesn't care whether you're scrolling or meditating, as long as the instructions are still coming from out there. So let me say what the quiet hour is actually for, because it's smaller and stranger than a routine. The quiet hour isn't for doing more. It's for hearing what you sound like with nothing added. Think about it. Every other hour of your day, your mind is reacting to a message, a face, a notification, a task someone handed you. You're answering all day long. The first hour is the only one where nobody's asked you anything yet. It's the only time you get to find out what you'd think about, what you'd reach for, what would actually be on your mind if no one had spoken to you first. That's not a productivity window. That's the one time of day you can still hear the difference between your own voice and the installed one. And the reason it has to be first is brutal and simple. Whatever speaks to you first wins. The first input of the day sets the volume for everything after it. Let it be a stranger's highlight reel, and you spend the day quietly measuring yourself against it. Let it be silence, and this is the part that surprised me. Your own thoughts get loud enough to actually hear. The Stoics were strangely obsessed with mornings. Not as a hack, as a kind of defense. Marcus Aurelius, running an empire, with every reason to wake up and immediately start managing other people's opinions of him, wrote his most private thoughts to himself, for himself, at the start of the day. Not a to-do list, a reminder of who he was before the day told him who to be. You can read that as just old-fashioned discipline. Get up, do your work. I don't think that's all it is. I think it's a man bracing himself. He's reminding himself, before anyone else can, what he's actually for. And that goes first, before every opinion and crisis that'll come knocking the second he opens the door. Seneca put it even more plainly. He said we should spend time each day with ourselves, because the crowd is the most dangerous company of all. Every time you go into it, you come back a little less yourself. The morning was his way of arriving back at himself before the crowd could take another piece. These men didn't have phones. They still felt the pull. Which tells me again, this was never about technology. The phone just made an old human leak into a flood. So here's what I actually do now. And like last time, not 10 rules. The quiet hour comes down to one decision made 3 times. The decision is, nothing comes in until something comes out. 1. No input before output. The rule is dead simple. No screen until your own mind has gone first. Not to be productive, just so the first voice you hear today is yours, not a download. The order is the whole game. Mind first, world second. Every single morning the temptation is to flip it, and flipping it is how you lose the hour. 2. Let it be boring. This is the one nobody warns you about. The first 10 minutes of real quiet are deeply uncomfortable because you've trained your brain to expect a hit of input every few seconds, and now there's none. Don't fix it. Don't reach. That discomfort isn't a problem. It's the noise leaving your system. Sit in it. It passes. And what's underneath it is the thing you've been too loud to hear. 3. Ask one question, then stop talking. Not, what do I have to do today? That's the world's question, already in your mouth. Ask the quieter one. What's actually on my mind before anyone tells me what should be? And then, this is the hard part, don't answer it for them. Don't perform an answer. Just listen and let whatever's actually there come up. It's usually plain, usually something you'd never post. That plain thing is you. No input before output. Let it be boring. Ask, then listen. That's the whole quiet hour. You'll notice none of it is impressive. There's nothing to track, nothing to post, no streak. That's not a flaw in the method. That's the proof it's yours. It's the one part of your day with no audience built into it. I'm not going to tell you this fixes your life. It doesn't. The world still comes. The messages still pile up. The feed still wants you. The day still gets loud. But there's a difference between a day that starts loud and a day that starts quiet. In one, you spend the whole time reacting to voices that got there before you. In the other, you got there first. You know what you sound like. So when the noise comes, and it comes, you can tell which thoughts are yours and which ones just moved in. The first hour is never yours by default. Nobody hands it to you. You have to take it back every morning on purpose. But it's the 1 hour you actually can take. And whoever owns the first hour has a quiet kind of say over all the rest. That's the whole project of this channel, building a mind the noise can't move into. If you're working on that too, stay with me. And there's a thing that happens once your mornings get quiet that nobody warns you about. Sometimes the silence doesn't bring peace. It brings a strange, flat emptiness, even when your life, on paper, is completely fine. That's not the method failing. That's the next thing worth understanding. And it's where I want to go next. I'll see you there.